Hey there, it's Jasper from Mammoth here today with a video discussing Databricks versus Snowflake. So if you're trying to decide between both tools, or maybe you just don't know what the difference is between them, this is the video for you. Now, as you can see on the screen, I am referencing an article that we've written, fully deep diving through what makes both tools different and which one's right for you. If you want all the details you can possibly get, check out the article. The link is in the description. Otherwise, I'm just going to go through the key differences between both tools and hopefully help explain what makes them different and who should be using what. So to do that, I'll get right into the key differences section. Now we have 5 different categories here. The first one is architecture. So Databricks, their architecture is built around the idea of what they call a lakehouse. And so that combines a data lake with a data warehouse, which means that they've combined somewhere to store your data and also somewhere where you can process it. And Snowflake is similar. They just have a different way of doing it where instead of combining, they've separated. So they have one area for storing data, the warehouse, and one for computing. Now this is a bit nice having those two separate, but it really depends on use case, which we'll get into right now. So the use case is really the main difference, of course, with Databricks and Snowflake. They're built for 2 pretty separate use cases. Databricks is more for advanced analytics, data science, machine learning. If you have large, complex data sets and you need to build custom data workflows, Databricks is a tool for that. Now, with Snowflake, where that differs is if you have large data sets, but you just want business intelligence, you want to report on it, you want to build dashboards, that's where Snowflake comes into play. So the use cases vary on a big level of how advanced your analytics and your computing needs are. If you have very complex data workflows you want to run, Databricks is your tool. If you really just want to report on your business data and understand how to do that easily, then Snowflake is your tool. Now, performance-wise, they're both tools that are made to perform well at scale, but again, they are built for different types of work. So Databricks, that's going to perform best when you have very complex computations or you need to train a machine learning model. And Snowflake is going to be a lot better if you're trying to run standard SQL queries and you want to create powerful dashboards that you can reliably run repeatedly. So then the next category being pricing, both of them run with a similar pay-per-use model. I would say that Snowflake's pay-per-use model is a little bit more predictable, mostly because if you have a consistent usage pattern running standard analytics with Snowflake, then your pricing can be a bit more predictable. Whereas Databricks, since you're running these very complex data workflows, you might consume a lot in 1 month. You might compute a lot in 1 month, depending on how much data is coming in and being worked with. And another month, you might not be consuming as much. So it's a little bit harder to estimate the costs for Databricks than it is for Snowflake. Now, learning curve and setup, this goes back to the use cases, right? Databricks is a lot harder to pick up than Snowflake will be. Both are slightly technical. Well, Snowflake is slightly technical. Databricks is a lot more technical. If you're an engineer and you are writing code in Python or Scala, then you'll be able to pick up Databricks and work with it. But you do need those engineering skills coming into it. If you don't have them, it's going to be very difficult to just pick up and run with Databricks. Now, Snowflake is going to be easier to get started with. Of course, you should know how to use SQL, and you should have familiarity with other data tools before using Snowflake. But as long as you understand that, you should be able to pick up Snowflake and run with it, even if you don't have a dedicated data engineering team. Okay, so to kind of wrap up what the main differences are between both tools, with Databricks, you're looking at a tool that is built more for engineers, where you can run complex data workflows, you can create machine learning workflows, you can run advanced analytics, whereas Snowflake is more for business intelligence, creating reports, creating dashboards, and has a much higher ease of use. Now, if you're looking for something that maybe you don't have a massively complex data set, or maybe you do, but maybe you're looking to run these data workflows, but you don't have the engineering capability to do that, you can also check out Mammoth. That's kind of exactly what we built Mammoth for the people that are in between, right? Where you have a lot of data and you want to warehouse it and you want to run these advanced analytics, but you don't really have the engineering capability to do that yourself. And then once you run these workflows, you can also take all the data from Mammoth and pipe it out to business intelligence and reporting tools as well. So with Mammoth, instead of having to write SQL or Python or Scala, you can just do point and click workflows and then create those into automated data pipelines. So if you want to check that out, you can also book a demo with us. We're always here and happy to help. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap up the video at that. Any questions, anything else that we left out that you want to know more about, feel free to just leave a question in the comment and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Otherwise, hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.